My name is Tresa Todd. I've invested in hundreds of properties since 2018. Since then, I have built a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio, and I am here to give you all my secrets. Hello, gorgeous, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Tresa Todd, real estate investor and founder of the Women's Real Estate Investors Network. Today, we're going to tackle a topic that can revolutionize your real estate investing game. This is mastering the art of negotiation. This is so you can create a win-win for yourself and your seller. So let's start out. You always have to know your seller's particular situation. So perhaps you're doing two forms of marketing. For example, you've targeted the pre-foreclosure list and the probate leads. It's really essential to identify the origin when you're taking that phone call, because this is really going to dictate your conversational approach and the questions that you ask. So gear up mentally and know how to enter each conversation confidently. You always want to be prepared, so try not to walk in blindly. Do your due diligence. So ask the pertinent questions and learn as much as possible on a quick phone call before you show up in person. That way you can already do your work, you know the ARV, and you can know a little bit about the neighborhood. You want to go in with a positive attitude and be aware of your body language. Take time to really relate to your seller. You don't want to go in just talking numbers right off the bat. I think it's really important not to be overdressed or underdressed. Something I've always heard is look like you can afford to buy the house, but not the whole neighborhood. You don't want to be intimidating to a seller by being overdressed. However, if you're looking at high-end homes, you want to dress to impress. A really good rule of thumb when negotiating is to listen more and talk less. Hear everything they say. I want you to read their body language, notice their emotions. Many of these people are losing the biggest asset of their life, which is their home, and they may be emotionally attached to this property. Maybe they've raised their kids in this home, they're losing it to foreclosure, or maybe they inherited this property from a family member that passed away, and you received this call from a probate list. So you may pick up some fear or grief, desperation, even anger. So you really want to be sensitive, show empathy, and respect. You want to strive to produce solutions to every single problem, helping them maintain their dignity and their freedom of choice. Your goal is to solve as many of their problems as possible and offer solutions and ideas that are going to create win-wins. So you want to make sure that you build trust and likability as you provide information in a clear and precise way without causing confusion. So don't give them too much information. Avoid overwhelming them. You want to aim to strike a balanced win-win deal while staying composed and focused. Even if tensions rise, remain steady and maintain control. Always be honest and refrain from overpromising. However, you really want to know what it is they want out of the deal, and that is really going to set you up for some great negotiations. Stay calm and focused. Don't let their emotions rattle you. Even if they get a little loud and antsy, you just stay in control. They are going to notice and respect that. We have to be careful not to get emotionally attached to a property, which can cause us to overpay, especially when we're a brand new investor. Sometimes we've heard a really sad story and we just want to help so bad, but we have to remember our numbers or we can get into trouble really, really quickly. Sometimes we just fall in love with a particular home or a neighborhood, but again, remember your numbers. They have to make sense. So always notice if you feel yourself getting emotionally attacked, because this could be a really big mistake. And another really big secret when it comes to negotiations is knowing when to be quiet. Sometimes you can talk yourself right out of a deal. So once you have made the offer, just be willing to wait for their answer. Even if there's some awkward silence, don't be afraid. They say that the first person who speaks after making the offer is usually the loser. So be okay with some awkward silence. So once they do speak, you really want to listen to what it is they have to say. They are now disclosing what it is they want. If you can give them what they want and create a win-win, you've got yourself a deal. You shake hands and thank them and make them glad that they did business with you. However, also be willing to walk away if you just cannot give them what it is that they're asking for. It doesn't make sense with the numbers. Again, do not get emotionally attached. Walk away from the deal. However, there's always follow-up. Follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. This is the key. If you didn't get that deal today, it doesn't mean that you can't get it the next week or even the next month. So I always call them up a week later, a couple of weeks later, a month later, and say, hey, are you still interested in selling your property? I'm still interested in buying your property. You never know what will happen with a follow-up. Thank you for watching our video on successful negotiation tips. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know your experience in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about how you can create financial freedom through investing in real estate, then join me for my upcoming masterclass. Link below in this video. And as always, I'm Tresa Todd, encouraging you to dream big and be brave.